All right, want to make this video for the records. I'm on a Buick Century. I think it's a 98 Buick Century. And I purchased the Blue Devil pour and go head gasket chiller. This cart right here is mixing the water with the oil. Amazingly, I got this car for free. I only paid for the title exchange. So, but because it's got the it's got some water on the oil, so I'm going to. It says in there that you gotta flush a little bit off the system, so that way it can fill. So I'm trying to look for the radiator. Here it is. The radiator cap is on this side. Oh, I'm trying to take it off. It's just too hard. Of course, this car is an old car, so I don't want to make it. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm pumping right here. Look what it's doing. It threw a lot of the antifreeze, because it says on the bottle that you have to empty it out some. So I'm reading the instructions, and it says you make sure you read this in the back and follow it, you know, as directed. The reason is because they guarantee that this thing will do something, and that's if only you have a gasket cracked or a block cracked. It says right there. You got something else, and then, well, of course they're not going to guarantee that, but on this one it says it guarantees. So I got the card. It has not been turned on in several days. So I'm gonna turn it on. It says in here, as I continue reading, it says, important: when engine is cold, remove radiator cap, which is already did. Engine must be cold starting before starting process step 1 to 5. So the engine is cold. If the radiator is full, drain down the antifreeze to allow enough capacity for the Blue Devil. So this right here is 16 ounces. So I think I drained pretty good in there. So now pour slowly, start the engine while cold, and turn the heater on to max. With engine idling, slow pour the Blue Devil into the radiator. If the vehicle does not have radiator cap, with the engine off and cold, pour Blue Devil into the top radiator hose. Do not pour it into radiator reservoir. After pouring Devil, slowly replace radiator cap. Let the vehicle idle for cap on for 50 minutes, maintaining normal operating temperature. I don't understand. Maintaining normal operating temperature. I guess just, leaving it as it is. And then top off radiator with antifreeze and water. The Blue Devil can remain in the system. Oh, this one is in Spanish. Puedes leerlo en español. Importante: cuando el motor esté frío, retire el tapón del radiador. Yeah, I can read in Spanish también. So, let's do that. I'm going to do that. And this puppy said that it's a guarantee. So, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I heard that these engines are really, really expensive to work with, because they're made of aluminum. So, I don't want to deal with that. And how do I know? Look at it's kind of chocolate, kind of milky. So, the person where I purchased this product recommend for me to leave the oil as it is, do this process, and then take the oil down, remove the oil filter, and change the oil, and then let it run. Let it run and see if water's still coming in. So I gotta tell you, I believe in the power of prayer. So this card is a blessing. The reason that I got this card is because I wanted to give it to somebody else. It's a nice car. It's really good. Drives smooth. Why do I say that it drives smooth? Because when I loaded up on the trailer, I drove it and it drove pretty smooth. So it's a good car. It's a good old car. So I want to see, hopefully this works. I'm praying, believing that this is gonna work. It's gonna get done, and then we'll go from there. I just want to make this video with the purpose of records, showing that I'm gonna do the process as they said. Okay, with the assistance of my son, Zavro 002. We're gonna start the car. We're gonna put the heater. You're gonna put the heater on max. Okay, you're gonna put the heater on all the way to the max. Okay, and then we're gonna start pouring this puppy up. So go ahead and start it. So see, we start that engine. Put the heater on all the way max. Just gonna let it idle for a little bit. It's all the way at max. So it's got the, wanted to show you that it's got the heater to 90 degrees. Let's take the dual off. It's on the floor. Let's put it on top of the floor. There you have it, people, 90 degrees. So I got it on 90 degrees. And I'm gonna start pouring this puppy down slowly, as it says in there. I'm just gonna wait for my son to move, get out of the car. See? It almost filled up. So go ahead, turn it off. The reason that I turn it off is because it's almost full in there. So I do have to drain it some. So I cannot continue with this procedure. I just pour just a little bit. I pour it in there. So I'm gonna get down here and I'm gonna have to open the radiator thingy down there to drain it. So let me take care of that. All right, I was trying to get the plug over there, but I couldn't. I didn't wanted to mess with it. I asked my son for a rack, and look what he brings me. Hey. Mexican ingenuity, brother. Thank you. So what I did, I removed this hose, which is a return hose, or the bypass that goes from the radiator to the engine, and that way I was able to drain it out. Hey, find it an easy way. All right, so go ahead and start it. This time, let's do it again. See a bunch of antifreeze that I drain it. Same thing, heat it all the way up. Beautiful. All right, get out. All right, so process again. Start pouring these puppies slowly. I say to pour it slowly, so I'm pouring it very slowly. It filled up again. Wow. I'll go turn it off. All right, so continue pouring. Continue pouring. Slowly. It's directed. Pouring. And I mean pouring, not boring. So slowly through it, slowly through it. And there it is, people, the whole bottle. To tell you the truth, I maybe lost about 2 ounces, not much, because it was not completely drained. So now, gotta replace the cap. And I'm gonna fill it up. There you have it. I put some antifreeze, maybe 4 ounces, 5 ounces, not too much. So now I'm gonna seal the cap and let it run. Hey, get a timer, 50 minutes. So I'm gonna let it run for 50 minutes. That's what it says here. Okay, and then let's see what's going on. So you have to let it run for 50 minutes. All right, what time is it? It's 1:17, so I'll come back at 2:07. When I leave it like that, keep on checking on the on the gauge. There you go. My son just put a timer. So I'm gonna leave it running like this for 50 minutes.
Heater on, right?
Yeah. But we're gonna be coming in. We're gonna be coming in and check on it a couple times. Make sure on the temperature that it stays cold. It's got a full gas tank. It's got only 102,000 miles on this car, man. It's a 1998 car. Like I said, the inside looks really nice. A couple tears on the seat. You know, the top looks clean. This thing, I don't know why it's taped out like that. You know, but I probably need to put a new one of those. So, but other than that, man, it looks great, you know. So temperature is all the way up. It's got on the windshield. Temperature is all the way up. So it's got the heater all the way up. Right now it says 57, the temperature. See, exterior temperature is 57 outside. So gonna let it idle for 50 minutes. What in the world am I gonna do for 50 minutes? I got an idea. Let's go inside. So I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna come back, you know, maybe 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes I'm gonna come back and check on it. In the name of Jesus. All right, 20 minutes has passed. Temperature is still good, not heating up. It's not hot. So anyway, 20 minutes has passed. Right? Oh. What's the timer? There's still 32 minutes left, so hey, we still checking on it. Alright, it's 1:45. The time is 1:45. We barely moved to half of the temperature. It's still good. There's no danger in it. no problemo. So we're doing good. I'll go ahead and close it a little bit. You can still see it from here. So, well, there's 9 minutes left. The temperature did move to the next line, like to here, and then it went back down. So it's not heating up, that's a good thing. But like I said, really praying for that bottle to be the one. So stay tuned, people, stay tuned. All right, guys, I'm back after 50 minutes. Like I said, the gauge, look at that, it just goes up a little bit to the line and then it goes back down to the middle line. So it's been 50 minutes exactly, and it says for me to turn it off. So after 50 minutes of being running, I turn it off, and according to the bottle, says after 50 minutes, no more operating temperature, top off radiator within freezing water. So I'm not going to remove anything because right now it might be kind of hot and it might just explode. So I'm going to let it cool off a little bit. So my next procedure is that I'm going to take this off. I'm going to check the oil, but I don't have a rag. So remember the rag that my son brought me? That's what I use. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to drain the oil. That's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to drain the oil of this car. See, it doesn't look that milky anymore. Well, it look like white, but now it doesn't look that milky. So I'm going to drain the oil. I'm going to do like an oil change on this car. I'm going to drain the oil, change the fuel filter, which is down here. I don't know if you can see it down right there, that blue deal right there. So after I do the oil change, I would like to do it today, but I don't think I will have time. Time says 2. Probably I need to go change and do the oil change. Oh, I don't have a oil filter, and I definitely want to change the oil filter on this car. So got some antifreeze in here, and I got only 1 can of oil. So I'm definitely gonna go to the store probably tomorrow. I'll probably do it tomorrow. I'm gonna let it set, because either way I don't want to mess with it while it's been so hot, So anyway, so stay tuned. I'm gonna make another video tomorrow and see how it does.